third of all maternal deaths happen from the time the baby is born out to 1 year. A
Right.
lot of women have challenges during pregnancy. They may have suffered, like I know, of course, you've talked about issues with
Yeah.
preeclampsia and things like that.
Yeah.
You need to be able to go to a doctor more than 60 days after the baby has come if you've got
Mhm.
extenuating circumstances. So we need, and guess what? Last thing I'll say about Medicaid, Medicaid covers over 40% of all the births in this country and covers about 60% of all the Black births in this country. So it's a critical part of how to keep Black moms especially safe as well as their babies. So those are two big policy changes we're pushing for at the March of Dimes.
Yeah, and the thing, as soon as you said that, after it could be after 30 days, I suffered from fibroids, and it's been something
Yes.
that plagued me for years, and thank God, I was able to have Pilar after having miscarriage from having fibroids before. But I went to the hospital a couple times after my birth because the fibroids um, were degenerating. So that,
Mm.
and during the pregnancy, then it happened again afterwards. I just can't imagine being after giving birth and dealing with all of those different hormone changes and stress and being a new mom and not being able to afford health care. So that to me is would definitely be priority to make sure that they still have Medicare afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
The fibroid issues that you've talked about that really have impacted you in a major way are serious issues for Black women. Issues
mm-hmm.
around preeclampsia, which is really a high blood pressure condition that can affect about really 15% of all the preterm births can be attributed to preeclampsia. Very serious condition that could even risk not only the life of the baby, but the life of the mom. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and then those issues that happen during pregnancy, if you have chronic health conditions before pregnancy, obesity, diabetes, hypertension, sometimes your health conditions can be made worse.
Right.
And so there's no reason why any woman should have to go without health care and health coverage even after the baby has come. Of course, we want to care about the baby. The baby needs wellness visits. Everybody's focused on the baby. We
Right.
have to also focus on mom. You can't lose sight of mom as well.
Wow. Now, just to switch gears a little bit, I know that you guys are getting ready for March for Babies. I remember you did this last year. It was such an exciting time for March of Dimes. Tell
Yes.
our viewers more about it.
Yeah, so March for Babies, if anyone's ever walked for a particular cause, right? Um, it was really, people don't know this. And of course, this is really cool. March of Dimes really originated the walk for charity effort. Like,
Oh,
we've been doing this for
oh
over half a century, right? In
not me.
fact, this is a little, let me tell you something about it, because I'm an Atlanta native. I
Yeah.
can remember walking in the March of Dimes' walk when I was 12 years old, and I walked 20
Oh,
miles.
wow.
Crazy. My feet still hurt from that, by the
Oh, but it
way.
was for a cause. It was for a
It was
cause.
for a good cause. But we have to now's the season for March for Babies. So glad you raised that because we want everybody to sign up. And look, March for Babies, yes, it's a fundraiser for March of Dimes. It gives a lot of the resources we use over the course of the year to go towards our mission. But what really is important about March for Babies is that if you're a woman that suffered from a miscarriage or from loss or
Mm-hmm.
having experienced fibroids, or you had a maternal health challenge, or you had a pregnancy loss, or you're a stillborn, you would not believe the number of people who come out, families who come out, and just get connected to a broader community of other people who've had similar experiences. And so it's really an uplifting opportunity. We have fraternities and sororities like my sorority,
Mm-hmm.
Delta Sigma Theta, the Alphas, the Zetas, the Sigmas. Everybody comes out. It's a big community event. And yes, it goes to a good cause when you raise money for March of Dimes. So March for Babies, you can sign up. Just go to marchforbabies.org or go to the marchofdimes.org website to get more information. But the events are usually between, March and May, late March and May. So it's a perfect time to be
So they would
outside anyway.
they would need to start signing up now.
Yeah, start signing up now. You can start forming your team. You get other friends to walk with you. Oh, by the way, you can also download our app. It's the March of Dimes Charity Cloud app because right now March of
Oh,
Babies is really both virtual and in person. So you can go to an
okay.
in-person event. You can also take steps and raise money for all the steps you take by going to our app as well. But all that information is at marchforbabies.org, and you can sign up. We want to get everybody involved.
Now, I have a lot of people who ask me about, because like you said, I wouldn't even think, since you were 12 March of Dimes, when did it get started? What year March of Dimes?